All right. Good afternoon, everybody. We are going to go over the 10 a.m. 4-hour candle and the 4-hour time theory levels, and just do this on the FX replay and show the 1 minute um, price action along with the king line indicator all in one, and show how the time levels mesh with the reactions off of these levels. All right. So before we get started, this level down here was tapped by the 10 p.m. candle, all right, and rejected. So we had this 10 p.m. high, this 10 p.m. open, 10 p.m. candle came up into this level and rejected it. So these levels were taken out by the 10 p.m. candle. Here's the next level that had not been tapped, and here's the next level that had not been tapped, and so on and so forth. Okay, so a close and a high. All right. So now let's go back over to the 1 minute as these are as the 10 a.m. candle is about to open. These are the 4-hour levels that are near and what we will be watching with price action. Okay, the time we have is 9:50. This is going to be the finishing of the 6 a.m. candle. All right. And so let's just move price action along here. Okay, we get a break above this level. We have 956 taps this level. We're going to kind of zoom in so we can see some of these levels on the king line all in one. So we do have a root level, a root time, all right, that coincides with this 10 p.m. untapped level and a fair value gap associated with it. And if we want to look at ranges, we can take this low to this high, and this is also 0.5 fib of the range, separating premium and discount. Okay, so a few factors right here. Okay, so here we have our 10 a.m. open. We can see that price wicks the high of this range, comes down and taps this 10 p.m. untapped level and gives us a rejection off of it. Okay, the very next candle wicks into this area as well. We can see candle bodies are holding the 10 p.m. untapped level. We can also see candle bodies are holding the 953 root time level. Okay, and then we have a big push away from that. Back into the range, fair value gap, push higher. Okay, we see price moving along, and we see price being drawn to this other 10 a.m. untapped level. All right. Price taps that level. We get a strong rejection off of that. We get a down close candle that engulfs both of these candles up into this level. Also, if you notice the range that was measured, we're at 1 standard deviation of that range. Okay. I would like to mark out this candle. As we've tapped a potential reversal area. Okay. So far we have 50% of our up close candle holding. We have a 1034 root candle, a time area. That is within that order block. Okay. We can see that when price drives through, places an order block and drives through again, that this level is going to hold price below that. We see that with TMSO opening up. We drive below, we come back up into TMSO. We do not break back above this 10 p.m. untap that was used over here. And you can see all our time levels. Looks like we have the Q3 inverse as well in here for right at true day open for confluence for short continuation. We have this nice tap of the TMSO that did not get tapped here. Okay. Now as we continue, I should have marked this out already, but we do have these 10 p.m. levels that were not tagged. Okay, so we'll go back and here's those 10 p.m. levels that were tagged. All right. Along with time level. So we can see price hold above this initial one that needed to be tapped. So price came back down once the 10 a.m. candle opened. Let's get rid of this for clarity. Okay, the 10 p.m. candle that needed this level tapped. Price came down. goes up to the magnet of this 10 a.m. level that was untapped, does not sweep the 10 a.m. high, but does get this level that has not been used. Price holds 50% of the order block as we get CSD. And then we drive to our 10 p.m. levels that had not been tapped, targeting time levels along the way. So just showing that how price likes to move between these levels, and you can use them as pivot points, and we can understand, well, why did the fair value gap not get hit? Or why did a high not get ran? And this allows us to actually watch price at these 4-hour levels and determine in a sooner time period that we could take a short with other confluence along the way. All right, hopefully that was helpful to see that marked out and then played out in the replay. If you have any questions, you can always ask me in the chat. Everyone have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later.